Okay, hey guys, how you doing? Alright, so quick video on what my 13 days of water fasting was like. Boy, it was hard. Yeah, especially the last few days were fucking hard. But anyway, so if you haven't watched the other videos, here's some of my recap, I guess. So I started off on October 1st with the goal to kind of go to 7 days initially, with thoughts maybe to extend it to 10. I started off about 134 pounds. I was doing like kind of antifungal paleo diet a week before. So normally I'm around 138 pounds, my normal weight. And so I started off at 134 for this one. And so October 1st I started fasting, and let's see, yeah, I fasted until the night of October 13th at like, 10 o'clock at night. So that's like almost 13 hours, or sorry, almost fully 14 days actually. Because it was just 2 hours shy of midnight there. But, it doesn't really matter. Stuff like that I don't think really matters. So 13 days, 2 weeks, it's kind of all the same, honestly. But anyway, so to recap, let's see, yeah, well, I guess I'll start with the last few days first because I haven't done anything on that. The last few days were rough. I was down to about 119, 118 pounds, which is about 52 kilos, 53 kilos. And yeah, my body was having a really hard time. Like I was having a hard time walking up steps and blah, blah, blah. I was drinking a lot of water. I was sipping it and trying to have it warm as you should through the day. But it was difficult. And it was also very difficult because it was like this tired but wired thing where you're always sitting there and not doing very much, so, but your mind is always, it's always just occupied and awake. So your body's always tired, or at least it was these last few days. Day probably 11 through 13, it was super tired. But like, I there wasn't much you could do. There's just nothing you could do. You could just lay there awake for, God, I was probably sleeping about 4 hours a day maybe. So, and because you just don't need more sleep, your body just doesn't need it. You're not digesting anything. So it's nice to actually sleep. Oh, it's been 1 day since I've slept, or since I've, sorry, not slept, since I finished 2 nights ago, 1 day ago. So yesterday was my first day of eating. Today is my second day. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but the last few days were pretty rough. And on the 13th night, I just got this feeling like people say you're detoxing and stuff. And I'm sure that might have been actually happening. But like the water I was drinking, I don't know if it was bad quality or what. It's a Crystal Geyser or something. From the bottle. I would warm it up and I'd drink it, but not boil it because apparently the minerals sink to the bottom. But like I was just getting this acrid taste in my mouth and all this tongue bacteria, which is normal, I suppose. But like I just realized at that point, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore by myself. My parents were starting to get worried about me. And I'm doing this in my parents' house. Yes, I'm 29, almost 30, and still living at my parents' house. Yeah, single ladies hit me up. But anyway, yeah, so that was really interesting. And I said, fuck, no mas. And so, anyway, that was a really cool experience. Nonetheless, my digestion has been pretty good since then. All the bloating went away. It was kind of hard to start to eat again. I'll make a separate video about that and how I broke the fast with like dates and almonds and things like that. But I'll make a separate video. And yeah, it was a very interesting experience. So it gave me a lot of mind to think, or room to think with my mind about just everything, and I came to some very clear conclusions about things. Um, so yeah, that was nice. I didn't have any brain fog, which I normally struggle with. And now I'm gonna start testing foods and seeing what and what doesn't work. I kind of plan to do like a modified kind of antifungal diet, like not such a crazy one, because I think my problem's probably a fungal infection, my health issues, that I've had for a few years. But I don't know, So I'm not gonna go at it with like a big whopping fucking stick. I'm gonna just, eat like a little bit of meat, maybe 6 ounces a day or so if I have to, and preferably grass raised or pasture raised. I prefer to just drink milk, honestly. I don't even want to really eat meat, but I think it makes me feel kind of bad, or at least conventional milk or non-raw milk at least. So I'm gonna avoid that, and then, but yeah, it reset a lot of things in my body. I think my pain from whatever hasn't gone away, which I'll talk about in a different video, I guess. That needs its own video, which is why I kind of did the whole thing. But anyway, yeah. But otherwise, I feel better. I don't notice my skin being any clearer. Honestly, the only thing I really noticed so far, with it just being 2 days afterwards, is one, that I'm weak, but I'm still recovering from that, so that's okay. But another, I just lost like all my fat. I didn't lose almost any muscle. As you can see, I'm a bit skinny, but I'm not like, it's not that I lost my muscle, it's just that I lost all my fat. So it's very interesting. Um, yeah, I really liked some aspects of it. It's nice to deprive it, because it's so easy in places like the United States where I live to get so comfortable, because this society is so opulent and kind of, we're abundant and it's great, but like at the same time, fuck, man, like sometimes you just need that hardship, and you just need to not have a bunch of everything all the time. Like, one of the great things I love about Japan is how convenient everything there is. God, I love Japan. Nihon Ichiban. But, like, the thing with Japan, though, is like, actually, it was really weird, because it helped me kind of with my food journey. It helped me save myself a little bit. But, like, because like in the United States, I'm always overeating because one of the portion sizes are huge. And I'm kind of a small guy, I'm only 5'7". So I'm built like a Japanese guy. But two, like, like I'm overeating because I don't want to go and stop at the grocery store and spend more money on food and blah, blah. In Japan, there's convenience stores everywhere. So you can just eat little small meals all the time, and you don't have to worry about getting hungry. Just wait 20 minutes, and then you can, if you're still hungry, you can just go to the next convenience store, because there's gonna be another one. So, yeah, it's really weird. So I guess their overabundance of it in small samples is actually better, because you end up eating less, which is crazy. I never thought that would be the case. But in the United States, you just have huge sample sizes or food sizes, and and then, I guess you got like convenience stores and stuff, but they're not like convenience stores in Japan. Like a healthy snack in Japan would be like a rice ball with some seaweed or salmon in it, and that's like a normal tasty snack in Japan, which doesn't really fuck your health. But in the United States, like if I walk into Conoco or something like that, the gas station, and nothing against them, but just a gas station. If I were to walk into any gas station, and pick up a candy bar. Well, there we go. Like then that's pretty much, or jerky or a soda, or like the healthiest thing you're gonna have is like a fucking super waxy apple, which I don't think is healthy, honestly. I think it's just bullshit, really. But apple, or like a banana, which is probably underripe or overripe, and yeah, so you end up making terrible choices, getting Coca-Cola, Java Monsters, whatever else you're into out there, especially if you work an on-the-go job like I do sometimes. So anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much that. But like, but yeah, so yeah, my thoughts on that. Yeah, it's very interesting. I uh, I got a lot of clarity out of it. I had some crazy dreams this last night, and I realized kind of what I needed to do as opposed to doing some other plans. I just kind of realized what I needed to do, um, which is nice to have that clarity. So anyway, I'll see if I can go through on that. But yeah, so that's that. I don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, talk to you guys soon.